Hello everyone, Scott Sylvan Bell coming to you live from Oahu. I'm in Hale'iwa. It's September 3rd, 2015, 7:52 in the morning. And I was watching some kids the other day and they were riding around on their bikes here at the park and they had training wheels on. And I'm like, you know what? When you take a look at scripting for salespeople is a lot like training wheels on a bicycle. And the reason for that is it's just meant to get you started, to get your momentum, to get your balance, to get everything figured out. And then it's time for you to make sales to be more conversational. And one of the things that's going to happen is you find that as soon as sales become more conversational and it feels like we're just having a conversation, all the old school strategies and tactics and closing techniques aren't needed. So I'm in Hale'iwa and there is quite a few art galleries, and I go into one of them. You know, my mom's an artist and I like to look at art. I like to look at pictures. And so like there's pictures of waves, there's pictures of flowers. And so the guy that I'm meeting with that comes up and he starts talking to me, he's using a lot of the old school techniques, and he's like, so with this picture, where would you put it in your house? And you know, I've been around sales a long time and I told him I wouldn't because I don't have anywhere to put it. It was a beautiful picture, but I said, hey, I wouldn't, and like he didn't know what to do because it shut him down, because that's not on the script of what everybody says. Most people would go, oh, I'd put it in my living room. Well, I wouldn't put it in my living room. My mom's an artist and she's painted me a ton of pictures and they're all giant and they all have a place, and for me to put a new picture in would take up the space of one of the pictures that she gave me, and that just doesn't make sense to me. So the problem was this guy was so on script, he had never heard anybody say, hey, I wouldn't. I mean, I'm just flat out blunt with people. Where would you put this in your home? I wouldn't. And he stumbled, like he went, and it's like, it's all right, it's okay, not a big deal. I just came in here to take a quick look at a couple of pictures while I'm waiting for the sunset to happen in another 30 minutes. So we start talking back and forth, and he starts telling me that every single piece of art is a bestseller. And so finally I just confront him on it. I go, how can every single one of these things be a bestseller? Come on, tell me. How is that a bestseller? How is that a bestseller? How is that a bestseller? I said, why don't you just tell me what's going on? He's like, well, you know, I really need to make a sell right now. I'm like, cool, no problem. I'm not buying anything today. Not a big deal. And it relaxed the whole conversation, and we just ended up talking about art. So the reason why I'm bringing all this up about the art, and there is a reason why we started talking about training wheels, is this guy was stuck on training wheels. He could go in a straight line, right? He could just go straight. And like anytime that he started to wobble, he would try to go back on the script, and it just didn't work for him, and it stopped the sales from being conversational and created a huge problem. So for you, just know the more that you can make sales conversational, you still have to do elements of sales, you still have to ask questions, but the more that you just talk with people, the easier the sales are going to be, the lower the resistance. There's still going to be resistance, but the lower it's going to go. There's still going to be skeptical buyers, there's still going to be buyers who say, I want to get 3 bids, there's still going to be buyers who say a bunch of stuff. Fine, no big deal. Make the sales process conversational. It's going to be much easier for you. Now, if you could do a small favor for me in the box down below, leave a comment, question, or story, that'd be fantastic. To the right or to the left, there is a subscribe button. Subscribe. And then send it out to all your friends via StumbleUpon, Facebook, Twitter, Google+. Scott Sylvan Bell. Only Scott Bell will Sylvan. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Aloha.